So, good morning, you guys. I wanted to do a video about this idea that I had talked about in many of my videos. I've talked about this pretty much over and over again. This idea that we are only seeing limited, that we're only seeing and hearing what we are actually aware of, what we are aware of. So I had talked in previous videos about our bodies being like a spacesuit, that our bodies like hold whatever it is, our consciousness, our soul, whatever. I'm not really sure what it is, but hold us and our bodies as being this spacesuit to exist here and to experience life here on this planet. So I had talked about awareness. Like I had talked about, like I had this fan going, but I only heard it when I was aware of it. And when we lose things, it could still be there, but we can't see it because our belief that it is lost is more powerful than our belief that it is there in that moment. So it's like our brain is serving us. Our brain and our senses are serving us to what our belief is. So today, oh, and I had also talked about when I was many, many years ago, we had a mouse in our house, and my husband at the time, had taken out night vision glasses. He'd taken out these night vision glasses, and you couldn't really see much. They were, it was pretty dark. I mean, you could see the mouse scurrying across the floor, but it was really limited. And this is how I've been contextualizing this. Like, we do see a lot of color. We see color, but we're only seeing a minuscule of what's out there because it's been said that there are multiple dimensions, infinite dimensions and infinite possibilities. And if that's true, then there has to be things that we cannot see. So this morning, I got this on my Instagram, and I thought it was just amazing. So this is how bees see. Scientists have found that this is how they see. They see with ultraviolet, I guess, light. I'm not sure, but they go and they pollinate, but that's the way they're seeing. And we don't see flowers quite like that, right? Because our eyes are adapted to seeing, I guess, in a 3D reality for our survival. Okay, so there are some people who can actually see auras. They can see the auras of people, and there are some who can see people who have passed out of their bodies. They can see them. I once knew a person who could actually look into your body and see your illness. She could look, like the body was like this matrix, and she could look into your body and tell where the disease was and what you needed to do to get better. She is a medicine woman. What ends up happening is that these people with these gifts are ostracized from society. They are deemed crazy. Like some of them end up in mental institutions, or nobody wants to be around them because they're crazy people. And I was thinking about a professor of mine who had said, when you hear voices, it's always bad. And so I've shared in different videos and a lot in my book and in my podcast about how I have over the years heard things. I have heard things from what I call my entourage. I have beings. Some of them I know, and some of them I don't know. and I'm not entirely sure they're all human. As in, some of them I think are angels, but I also think they're animals. I think I have animals in my entourage. A German Shepherd, to be precise. I have a German Shepherd in my entourage. Okay, so this is what ends up happening is the people who live out of the norm and who can actually see differently, who can perhaps see differently, are ostracized so that we stay as a society in the belief that these things are not possible. We stay in that belief because it's different. It's a different way of being. It's a different way of seeing, a different way of perceiving. And so we label these people so that we don't have to face the idea that things are not as we think they are. And we can stay in our belief system and not have to challenge ourselves to believe something new. And what I can't figure out is why would we hold on to it? Oh wow, what comes to me right in this moment is this idea of betterness. Like we as a culture, we like being on the right side. We like being on the right side of things. We like black and white, good, bad. We're really like this duality type of culture, the bad guys, the good guys, and we like being on the right side. And it makes us feel very secure. It makes us feel secure to stay in our belief system. And I think that is just totally great for the people who want to stay that way. It never worked for me. It did not work for me. I consistently have wanted more. I've wanted more. And so I found more. I found more. I found a lot more. Anyway, so these are just the things that I'm thinking about, and I absolutely love when I get examples of it, when I get examples of something that I've been talking about. Like, yes, we don't see everything that's out there. We're not seeing it all. There's so much going on. And it's starting to solidify in me this idea that the things that we are desiring in our life are in this esoteric form around us before they actually, it's like we're living into it. We're living into the desire at its coming, and it's like it's already here, but we cannot perceive it yet. We can't perceive it yet. Because like Abraham Hicks had said, and Jesus had said this too, we ask and it is given. So we ask and it is given, and then we have to perceive it. We have to perceive it. And so the reason why it doesn't seem like it's here is because we haven't quite found the perception of it yet. The awareness of it. Anyway, I'm going to go. I love you guys. Have a really great day.